Hello, and welcome to the Green Genie SEO website. Let me take a guess why you are here. You are a business owner. And as a business owner in the digital age, you probably have a website. And as such, you occasionally try to type in the search terms that you think people would type in to find your brand of business. Lo and behold, you find yourself on page 2, 3, 4, or even worse. It's frustrating not to understand why XYZ and ABC company are outranking you into oblivion, and quite frankly, it's just too much to learn all the necessary things that you would need to keep abreast of these days with the ever-changing landscape of the internet to be effective in this regard on your own. What with hundreds of social media sites, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and the list goes on. How does any business owner keep up with all the other things that have to be attended to in a business day and manage their online marketing at the same time without one or the other area suffering the proper attention that it requires to be truly effective? Can it be done? Probably not. As the owner of a digital media company, I have my hands full doing it for others, and that's a full-time enterprise. So you have arrived here. So let me do the best that I can to help you make a wise choice. That choice could be to hire an SEO practitioner, hopefully myself. Or maybe you come to the conclusion eventually that SEO is not a good fit for your business at all. Either way, I will try to help you with that decision. SEO is not a proper fit for all business types, and there are some business categories that I simply will not work with for moral, ethical, or personal reasons. I put this audio together for you to listen to because I realize how precious your time is and figured it would be easier to listen while you were driving or getting ready to start your business day than pouring through pages and pages of my website. Of course, I encourage you to do so later on, but let's just start with a conversation. So let's talk about what to look for in an SEO company. If you've been considering SEO for a while and are somewhat confused, I can sympathize completely. SEO is a big buzzword in online marketing today, and for good reason. It works. However, as a business owner, you may be wondering, what is it you're really paying for when you hire an SEO company? So let me dispel a few myths that may be pervading the internet about what we do and what to expect from what we do. Myth number 1, cheap SEO. There are SEO companies that promise results for very low cost. Honestly, as a mature business person, do you really believe that a $10 SEO package can help you acquire new customers? The fact of the matter is this: SEO is not something to be trifled with. While on one hand it can achieve spectacular results in terms of making your company visible to people who are searching for your product or service, done improperly, it can do irreparable harm to your web domain. Do you really want to trust this task to someone for $10? Or even $100, or maybe even $1,000. Let's be realistic. If you are a real business owner with any experience at all, you know as well as I do that you get what you pay for in terms of results in most cases. Yes, you can definitely pay too much for an online marketing campaign, but paying too little is probably not the answer either. And deep down, you already know this. Search engine optimization, despite all its mystique, is nothing more and nothing less than a unique form of advertising, and good advertising does not cost you money, it makes you money, right? Or at least that's the idea. Myth number 2, pay-per-click advertising is better than search engine optimization. It may very well be for certain types of business. It's all about return on investment, right? If you had a machine that you could put $1 into and be guaranteed to get $2 back every time, you would back up a truck full of money to that machine and spend all day there. Right or wrong? I know I would. If pay-per-click were that easy, everyone would be doing it and be richer for it. The fact of the matter is, pay-per-click is a very good fit for certain business types, and some people have mastered it to the point where they literally have a machine they can put $1 into and get $2 back. However, these people did not just fall into this strategy effortlessly. It takes time and a willingness to test many different variations of ad copy, photos, video, colors, and a mountain of different ideas to come up with a successful pay-per-click campaign. Serious business people know there is no free lunch. Pay-per-click is a serious endeavor and takes a serious commitment of time and resources. Nothing wrong with that, of course. Nothing worthwhile is easy or cheap. This ad strategy requires a serious budget, a willingness to go the distance, and an acceptance that ultimately you may fail under the realization that your competition has deeper pockets than you do, or that your business model is not a proper fit for pay-per-click. There is no one-size-fits-all type of marketing for any company. This is something we stress when we ask business owners to fill out our discovery form at the bottom of our website. We need to understand your company better to be able to ascertain if search engine optimization is a proper fit for you. Let's cut to the chase. My business, for the most part, is a one-man operation. I do employ the help of others in my field when necessary to get something done that I know can be more effectively done by a fellow colleague. I also use online outsourcers when a task is simple, repetitive, and time-consuming. My time is better spent on how to get you results. I don't have the luxury of allowing my reputation to be harmed by taking on a client that I know I cannot rank in the search engines. Of all people, I know all too well the damage that can be done by having a bad review about my company for providing poor results for a client. Therefore, I am committed to helping you at all costs. Once I have thoroughly reviewed your company profile, rest assured, I won't hesitate to tell you that SEO is a bad choice for you. My future as an SEO is very dependent on getting you great results, and I want you to succeed for your benefit and my own. Your positive testimonial is my greatest asset. Now, all that being said, pay-per-click may be a very good way to fill in the gap in time while search engine optimization campaigns get their results. Which brings us to myth number 3. SEO can perform miracles in record time. It's just not true. SEO is reliant on an understanding of how search engines function. So let's talk about that. And more specifically, let's talk about Google, since they are responsible for 70% of the search results on the web. Google employs little computer programs we call bots. These bots go out and look at the linking relationship between various websites. They also look at the use of language that exists on those websites and the relationship of various words that exist on those sites and try to come to conclusions about those relationships. Why? Well, first and foremost, because a computer bot cannot see what a human can see. Yet it is humans that Google is trying to serve. They try to serve us by delivering the proper results we are looking for when we type something into the search bar on our computer. The reason? They want the user experience to be a good one. They want people to be able to find what they are after in the most efficient manner possible. Why? To sell businesses on paying for ads. If people abandon Google for one of the other search engines, they lose ad revenue. Now, Google measures everything about the user experience online. They measure how many people visit a site. They measure where they go on the site by following the movements of your mouse cursor. Yes, believe it or not, they do that. They track how long you stay on the site. They track what else you link to if you link to something else on the site, and so on and so forth. And this data goes into their computer algorithm and helps them to decide what websites are most relevant through popularity. Why am I telling you all this? Well, to dispel the myth that SEO can perform miracles in record time, like we started out to say. It takes time for a website to build the criteria necessary for Google to favor them in this system of calculations. Does it take years? No, but it does take months, and sometimes many months. The benefit to this approach is that once the system recognizes your website as relevant and significant for a particular search, that relevance has staying power for a much longer term than any other kind of online advertising campaign available. Any other form of online advertising requires a constant input of capital to sustain it. Now, is a first page, first search result a permanent fixture once you've arrived there? Of course not. Relevance needs to be maintained once earned. However, the calculations that Google makes to determine the validity of a top search result are not arbitrary and not arrived at without many different criteria coming to bear. For this reason, a top ranking, once achieved, is not easily taken away and therefore, with a bit of careful maintenance, can be a relatively secure position compared to any available alternatives. I promised in the beginning of this audio that I would tell you what it is that we do. So here goes. We get you ranked on the first page of the search engines where all the action is. How do we do that? Well, that is proprietary information that has been hard earned over many years. And for this reason, I do not share techniques and strategies with anyone. However, what I do share with my clients is a steady stream of updates so that you can be informed of progress every step of the way. In closing, if anything I have shared with you has piqued your interest, then it is time we get to know each other better. To do this, you can find the discovery form in the navigation bar and at the bottom of the home page of this site. Please take the time to fill it out thoroughly, and I will get back to you with a video synopsis of your business within 48 to 72 hours. Thanks for your time and have a great and productive business day.